We went to Dinuba, California, and the ministry organization is Gleanings for the Hungry. And one of the things that I noticed right away is that in everything that they do, everything, Jesus comes first. They have a lot of work to get done. They have pallets, 7,000 to 8,000 pallets that they dry fruit on in the summer. Those have to be repaired. They have soup mix to mix and to get packaged and to get out. They have quilts to bind. But no matter what, all that needs to be done, but Jesus always comes first. If we need to stop and pray, if we need to stop and thank Him, if we need to stop and remember why we're there, Jesus comes first. I loved that so much.
So Bill and I got there on Sunday night, and we had a little bit of a different experience because he talked to his mom, and we knew that going in that there was a possibility that he would not be able to spend the week there, and that was the case. But God was faithful, and he was able to drive down and be with his mom for her last 2 days. And we are so thankful that we were already in California.
I worked in the soup plant mostly, which I loved, and it was hard work, and I'm not used to that. And it never felt like a chore. Not one moment of it felt like a chore. Everything was a blessing.
It is really hard to decide what the highlight of the trip was. It was a week that was just emotionally, physically challenging. You could feel the Spirit moving there. The people at Gleanings were very concerned about us, making sure that we weren't there just to work, but we were there to worship the Lord as well, that He was an integral part of their program.
I got to be in the quilt room all week, and we made 23 quilts, and they went to Holocaust survivors. And so that was just a neat experience for me, and it's where God knew I needed to be because I needed a quiet space.
Yes, I was impressed. We were very welcomed by the larger group that we partnered with. They were like 20 members from Randy's old church, and there were 7 of us, the Summit 7. I mean, we were there to help with the soup mix production. There was also a part where we were actually taking some of the contributions, breaking them out of their retail boxes, and then putting them in a big bin from which they took and they mixed it all together. And we were breaking down boxes also. And we knew that it was going towards helping feed the hungry throughout various places in the world.
When they finished filling a truck, they would ring a bell and let us all know it was time to go outside, and we would do a little get together, and then we would all walk around the truck and we'd put our hands on there and just start praying. We were praying for where the food was going. We were praying for the people that were going to get the food. It's just not physical nourishment, it's spiritual nourishment. Every soup bag that went out was touched by people that wanted to feed their souls.
Every Friday at 3:30, Gleanings packs up food boxes, and they go to this very specific school so everybody knows where it is. And because we were there an extra day, we got invited to do that with them. Spanish pretty much is the first language there, so some people did not even understand the words that I was saying, but I bet I leaned in, had my hand on shoulders, held hands, and prayed for over 25 different carloads of people or single people, and some of those people just touched my heart. I loved that so much.
Their motto was like when a request would come in, their immediate answer would be, well, yes,
They didn't know how they could do it, but the answer was yes. They would always trust God to come through with whatever was needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty amazing.
And God would bring the funds and the resources to meet those needs.
I called it a haven of yes. They say yes to God, and God pours out His blessings on them. And it was just amazing to watch.
We were at a church for 32 years. And when we came here a year and a half ago, I knew this was going to be our home church. But that first Sunday that we were here, we had visited several times, but the first Sunday we were here, I just felt kind of alone. I just remember thinking, okay, this is our church, but I don't really know anyone. And so I was just praying, Lord, just help me to feel like this is home. And now I feel like I have friends. We have our life group. I felt such a connection with our group, and I feel like I've set roots down, and I'm so thankful for that.